You wouldn't believe how many landlords say, I don't need an inventory, my property's empty. So in this article, we want to explain exactly why an inventory is so important. Whether a landlord carries this out themselves or uses an independent inventory clerk, the difference between having an inventory and not could cost hundreds of pounds, if not thousands. Okay, so what is an inventory? So an inventory is a detailed report that explains the condition of the property from each room to the garden shed. A professional inventory will remark on the condition of everything from the flooring to the ceiling and everything in between. Typically, an inventory report will have photographs included that are time and date stamped, and this is crucial. A good professional inventory will be around 30 pages of information, even for an empty property. So what is a check-in? Well, this is a report carried out at the commencement of a tenancy, which takes in the information from the inventory and then verifies it as the condition handed over to your tenants. So this will include the cleanliness, meter readings, smoke alarms and CO alarms being tested and audible at the start of the tenancy, along with any changes that may have occurred if the inventory was done at an earlier date. What is a checkout? Well, this report is similarly to the check-in, but is carried out at the end of the tenancy and is looking at the condition at the start of the tenancy and comparing it with how they record it at the end of the tenancy. So many professional inventory companies will compare those conditions at the start and at the end and list any dilapidations or damages and make comments as to whether they consider it to be fair wear and tear, the tenant's responsibility or the landlord's responsibility. So why should you have an inventory, check-in and check-out? Well, the short answer is that you stand a very little chance of making a successful claim against the deposit for damage caused by the tenant if you have no evidence of the condition of the property at the commencement and at the end of the tenancy. Deposit schemes and dispute resolution services are called upon when a landlord and tenant are unable to agree on the disbursement of a deposit. In order for them to adjudicate, they require clear evidence, the same as any court would. If you have not had an inventory, check-in or check-out completed, then there's very little chance an adjudicator would be able to find in your favour, which means a letting agent would be very reluctant to spend their time submitting a dispute that they're unable to suitably evidence. This potentially leaves you footing the bill for putting the property back to its original condition. Can I do my own inventory, check-in and check-out? Yes. You can absolutely do this yourself. However, it is best practice to have an independent inventory clerk carry out the reports, as they tend to hold more weight in disputes, not least for the fact that they're trained and, more importantly, independent. If you're going to do it yourself, you should ensure that you leave no stone unturned when it comes to detailing the condition of the property and having plenty of time and date stamped photographs. Remember to record how many keys are handed over and take photos, test smoke and CO alarms and record it, and get those meter readings to avoid unwanted bills in your name. If you're going to use an agent but choose to carry out your own inventory check-in and check-out, it's quite likely that the agent will ask you to sign to confirm that they've advised you to have an independent inventory, and any unsuccessful claims against the deposit will not be the responsibility or fault of the agent. If there's one thing that you take from this video, it's that a detailed professional inventory could save you a lot of money and stress when it comes to deposit claims. As always, if you have any questions or would like to discuss anything with us, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But until next time, thank you very much.